You know, tuned into the Lady Charmaine live show, and I'm your host, Lady Charmaine. And as always, I have another great interview for you today. So, when you think of a host, a TV personality, an author, an activist, and a culture expert, this person just might come to mind. And I tell you who it is coming up right after this. My guest today went from being a social worker to a reality star to a 3-time Emmy Award winner and culture expert. He first hit the scene on MTV's Real World Philadelphia, and he's here today to talk about his current spot right now on Dancing with the Stars. So we want you all to vote. And we're going to be talking about his brand new book out with his son. So help me welcome to the Lady Charmaine live show, Mr. Karamo. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Lady C, how are you doing?
I am good. I'm so glad you were able to take a break from them dancing feet and come on the show. So how you doing?
I am good. I'm sore. I'm sore from head to toe, but I am good. That's my next mantra after I am perfectly designed, booked and unbothered. And so, I'm just working myself and trying to do the best.
Now, see, I was going to ask you how your feet doing. Have you been soaking them in Epsom salt every night? Because it looked like the way you dancing on that show, it looked like you are soaking in Epsom salt. You are doing a great job. You bring so much joy. And it's like watching you, it just brings a smile to my face. So thank you so much for just bringing a little sunshine to us on Monday nights.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to bring my good energy. The judges are hard. I'm not a dancer. I didn't dance before. And so, every week I am pushing myself. I'm giving myself it all. I tell people all the time, I'm a two-stepper. I'm a one to the side, left to the side. And now this time I got to move my hips and do all these jumps and twists. And so, for any guy out there, any lady out there who's always like, I can't do that, you can push yourself and you can do it. It's hard, but it's so rewarding once it gets done. And, I'm just going to keep pushing myself and hopefully get to the top.
Now, how did this opportunity come about for you to be on the show?
Say it one more time, I'm sorry.
How did this opportunity come about for you to be on the show?
Sure. So I was a fan of the show. I watched it with my kids, and, it's just a really great and wholesome show. And so, once I had a free moment in my schedule from shooting the last season of Queer Eye, I said, hey, can I be on? And they were like, yes. And so it was like, people were like, you still have more to shoot with Queer Eye. You have a lot more things going on. You have your book coming out. Are you sure you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, I really want to. I want to challenge myself. I think that when we challenge ourselves in life is when we see the most growth, when we see ourselves expand in ways we couldn't believe. And that's what this has been for me. It's how much can I push myself to see how much is within me. You know what I mean? And it's working out.
Now, did you realize it was going to be as rigorous and as challenging as it is?
I literally before this show would look at the male athletes and say to myself, why are they over here complaining? Like, come on, you're an athlete. Come on, if these young women can do it in heels, why are you over here complaining? And then I got here and I'm like, oh, I will never, ever, ever judge somebody ever again, because I'm like, now I see why you're complaining. It is hard. It is hard. And all the pro dancers are all also, this is another thing, all in their 20s. And so I don't know how you remember how you were in your 20s. You had motion in your hips. You were agile. I'm almost 40. I'm 40 in 2 years. And so my body is not moving like it used to. And so I look at these little 20-year-olds and I'm like, you know what? God don't catch up with you right now for you torturing me. That's all I got to say. But it's been a lot of fun.
That's good. Now, let me ask you, which one has been most of the challenging? I watched most of your dances. Which one has been the most challenging? Is it the quick step, the salsa, the samba? Which one has been difficult for you?
I would say it was the samba. The quick step was anything that has form, because, I grew up in a household where my mother would say, stand up straight, so I have good posture. And so those are the easy ones for me. Anything where my back has to be straight and I got to stand up straight, I'm like, great, I got this. But it's the ones where it's like you got to move your hips, you got to move your legs, you got to move, jump up and down. Those are the ones that always get me. But this upcoming week, I'm super excited because, on Queer Eye, I'm the one that talks about the emotions. I help you figure out your heart and mind. And this next dance is all about emotion. It's all about like the feeling. And so I'm super excited for people to tune in next Monday and see me.
Now, who do you think is your biggest competitor on the show?
To be honest with you, none of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all bring something different to the show, and so like I applaud and cheer everyone on, to be honest with you. But I'm not competing with any of them because, like, when you're in dance rehearsal, I'm in that mirror alone. And I have to remind myself that I have it within me to do it, and that's the biggest thing. And that even goes into a lesson of how I live my life. A lot of times, we can compare ourselves to other people. And I always tell people comparison is the thief of joy. It will steal your joy if you look at other people and see what they have or what they're doing. It will stop you from focusing on what you're doing. And so I just try to, focus them out and say, you know what, this is my race. I'm running it. I'm going to run it how I can do it with all the skills that I have in me. And that's what I do. And so I'm not worried about any of those other guys or ladies. I'm cheering them on. I hope they do well, but I'm running my own race here.
So, Karamo, what is your heart like during elimination? Take us inside your body during elimination. What is going through your mind?
I'm thinking I better not go home next to Lamar Odom is all I kept thinking. I was like, Lamar is one of the sweetest guys ever. He's really honestly kind and genuinely giving and loving, and we had a lot of moments. So my trailer has become the trailer that the other contestants come into and ask for advice and ask for pep talks. And so I've had a moment with almost everyone where we've gotten close, really, really close. And I was thinking, you're such a good guy, but you can't dance, and I better not go home before you. And so, that's all I kept thinking. And when they said that I didn't go home, it was emotional because I don't want to go home. I really do honestly love this show and being on it. And I love every experience that I'm having on it. And I want to go all the way to the end. I'm just going to keep pushing myself.
So how important is winning Dancing with the Stars and taking home that beautiful trophy? How important is that to you?
For me, it's not so much the trophy. It's the validation that I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want the trophy. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things of like, yes, I push myself again. Like I'm not a dancer. I'm challenging myself to do something that I never thought I could do, but I always dreamed of doing. As a kid, I played sports because my parents pushed me into it. But like I wanted to be a dancer. But like little boys couldn't dance when I was growing up. That was the message that I received, that you can't do this. That's for your sisters to do. And so now I'm getting a chance as an adult to do something I always wanted to do. And so it's validation that I can actually not listen to those negative messages telling me that this is not something for me, but also that I can push myself, at my age, and I'm, again, almost 40, my bones don't work the same, and so they're just like, I'm like, my baby toe hurts every day that Charmaine. I'm talking about, I didn't even know my baby toe existed until 4 weeks ago. And now all of a sudden, every morning I wake up and my baby toe is like, hey, Karamo, and I'm like, who are you? And why are you bothering me? But it's just happening now.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that you say that because, I'm in my 40s too, and my knees have been talking to me going up and down those stairs.
Exactly, right? All of a sudden. I'm like,
so I'm laughing. I'm like, you are telling the truth. Me and Advil have become good friends. Good friends.
Exactly.
So, oh my God, I could go on and on and on about that. But I want to talk about your brand new book that you have out with your son, Jason. There were so many more questions I wanted to ask you about you and your son and when you adopted your son. But we're going to go and talk about this book with your son and how special this book is to the both of you. So tell me about the book.
Yeah, so I Am Perfectly Designed is a new book that we have coming out. People can pre-order right now. And I Am Perfectly Designed is a mantra that I used to tell my sons when they were growing up. We didn't grow up rich. We didn't have a lot of money. I got out of college and still was in debt and still was working myself and trying to figure out how to pay bills. And, my kids would get bullied because they didn't have the nicest things. We didn't have the nicest car. And people would tell them that, your dad is gay, you can't do this. Or, people would, we had teachers. I remember at a parent-teacher conference, And the teacher said, as a young black man, you're limited in what you can do. And I remember my son coming home feeling like, if this teacher has told me this, then it's true. And I was like, you don't listen to any of that. You are perfectly designed. And I said to them, repeat after me, I am perfectly designed. And I would have them say it every morning, every night to remind them that they have all the tools and skills in them that they need to create the life they want. But the biggest thing they have in them is the ability to ask for help and to look for support from those that they love. And the mantra helped and worked because they're now 22 and 19, doing great. And so we wrote this book to remind other kids out there and also to remind adults that no matter what the world is saying to you, you are perfectly designed. I mean, even hearing you say the title of my book, I get chills every time because what is unconsciously said, what is said will unconsciously seep into you. So when people are saying I am perfectly designed just to say the title of my book, you start to hear it. And it feels good to say to yourself, I am perfectly designed. I actually am good. And that's why the book was written, and it's been getting great feedback, and I'm just so proud of it.
Well, congratulations to you. And it sounds like it's a beautiful book. I don't have the book yet, but thank you so much. And I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. And I want to remind the audience to make sure you guys vote. I can't say it enough. Vote for Karamo. Make sure you tune in to Dancing with the Stars Monday night with him and his partner, Jenna, because we want to see them even the following week. And we want to see him win. I just wanted to see that smile and just see you radiate the night that you win. So, Karamo, you keep up the great work. Keep pushing yourself and keep talking to that baby toe. Okay. That baby toe go act right.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
I appreciate it.
And I look forward to having you back on the show.
Thank you. Can't wait. Have a good one.
You too. And again, that is Mr. Karamo. You make sure that you tune in to Dancing with the Stars this Monday night. We want to make sure that we push him all the way through to the finals and that he take home that ball. I just love him. The great smile, great spirit. Make sure you vote for my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in to Lady Charmaine Live.